So here I was visiting my family for 3 weeks. My girlfriend comes up here. She wanted to stay and visit. I thought nothing was wrong with that. But I should have known something was up. When the first day she got here, she ended up buying alcohol for everybody. And we never drank while we was in Hutch. And before you know it, she was doing drugs. And I'm going like, why are you starting to do this now? And she goes, I'm just experimenting. And I'm thinking that's odd for being 28 years old. Here I am, 18. Something didn't seem right. Well, there wasn't. There was. She was actually a recovering alcoholic and drug user, and the church was helping her with this addiction. And with me bringing her here, there was no one to, keep her from doing it. And so I didn't know this, but it was getting worse as we was here. Now, before you know it, she goes, "Hey, why don't we stay here and we could, live here together?" And I like this little town and all that. And so I should have known. See, she wanted to get away from that control and wanted to be herself, I guess. But anyway, I had a friend of mine that I've been friends with for years, and we were like, like brothers. We hang out all the time. Well, he had a woman that he was with, and he ended up having a he ended up having problems in his relationship, and he wanted to talk to my fiance because I did ask her to marry me. So my fiance, and so here they were talking about the problems, and I'm going like, this is not good. This is how you meet people. This is how something can develop. And I kept telling everybody around us, my family, that I thought that they were going to be together, that there was going to be an affair, and they go like, this is not true. I don't see what you're seeing. Well, sure enough, they did. They end up leaving together, and they end up having a child together. They were together for quite a while. Anyway, that was a disaster. In the meantime, I also got excommunicated from the church for having sex without being married. And in order to be forgiven and accepted, I had to get in front of the church with her and repent and ask for forgiveness and all this. And since we weren't together anymore, there was no way that was going to be possible because it had to be both of us, not just me. And of course, they blamed me also with her going back to drugs and drinking. But how did I know? Nobody told me. I had no idea. So the time that we were together, she also had got pregnant, but unfortunately had a miscarriage. Um, I was there at the doctor's when they said that she was pregnant, and at the doctor's when they said she miscarried. But it hurt, my best friend doing that to me. But in this case, I found somebody who wasn't with somebody, and it still backfired because you can't allow your mate to be talking to the opposite of sex about their problems. He left his woman that he was with for a couple of years in order to be with mine. And she was very upset. In fact, she was pregnant. She had got pregnant and she had a miscarriage because of all the stress. Um, Me and her stayed friends, and I did make up with my friend a couple years later, a year later or whatever. Or, yeah, I think it was a year later, a year and a half later. Ended up making up, and we're still friends to this day. But their relationship turned bad. I mean, it turned really, really bad. And so he actually saved me from having to go through that because of her addiction to drugs and drinking. To this day, she still does both. And so he saved me from that. But at the time, I did not know that. And it hurt. I felt so betrayed that he would do that to me after knowing him for so many years. But it's a part of life. And you just learn from your experiences. All right, that's it on this. Just trying to keep it real. Bye.